Most players in AnimeVanguards are losing value in trades without even realizing it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how trading works, how players turn trades into thousands of euros, and how you can work your way up to rare units like Diavolo. I've actually managed to roll over 20 monarchs free to play just by trading up. And I'm going to show you the strategies I use to trade up so you guys can do the same thing. Let's get into the video. Alright, the first method is for people who have absolutely zero value, like you have no units and you just hit level 50. The first thing you can do, you could go over here and go to the Citrade, and you can farm burbs, and you can trade them clean, because some people want them clean, which means they have no stats on them, or you could roll the stats yourself and then trade them off. I did this method. It's kind of like gambling because you don't know what you're going to get from the stats if you roll on them, and it's not guaranteed to get them. But you can also get good burbs for yourself, or you can trade them off. You could do the same thing with choppers like I did over here, because some people really need familiars still, so it's also a good way to start off. Lucky, and I was able to roll this 99% burb. I traded it for Shiny Hunter and 15 other burbs. This is an example of trading burbs that you rolled on, because you can trade them for a lot of profit. I also got extra burbs in this trade, so I can just do the same thing over and over again until I get another good burb. And even just the Shiny Hunter was already a good trade, because I didn't spend any Robux or units to get this burb. Now that you have more burbs, you don't necessarily have to gamble on them again, but you could, because if you gamble on them and it goes right, you can trade them for like 10x the value, but if it goes wrong, you also lose, so just be smart about what you do. Alright, this method is also for people who don't have a lot of value. The method is just grinding for Rukias. This method is really good for people who don't have units already, because you can just do the event that gives you units, and if you already have a lot of monarchs and stuff, you can AFK the infinite, which is much easier. This method is really good because when Rukia becomes tradable, on the first day people are going to be overpaying. Even if you can get like one Kaguya for your one Rukia, or one Ions or one Escanor, it's still going to be a W, because her value is not going to be as high because people are able to get so many. But that first day you'll be able to abuse the hype and trade your Rukias for other stuff. This method is also good because you can roll for shinies and also get a lot of rerolls, so you're just doing two things at once. Now that I show you the ways that new players can start off to trade, I'll show you the way for endgame and mid-game players. For this, like, you need like around an Ions or even a Kaguya or Escanor, or you could go and buy a game pass like Shiny Hunter or Battle Pass. I'd stay away from these bundles because they're really cheap, and after like the first couple days the value goes down, so I stick to Shiny Hunter and Battle Pass, especially since they buffed the Battle Pass. A lot of people really want them. So what you're going to want to do is just trade between Ions and Escanor, and I stay away from Kaguyas right now because her value went down a lot. And then once you're able to get multiple of these, you can start trading to shinies. Some shinies I'd recommend is like Shiny Stark. I haven't tried out Shiny Mob's value, but I know Shiny Stark like is an easy flip, so you can go to her. And once you have multiple shinies like this, or multiple Ions, you can start to trade up for bigger Vanguards, like Shiny Ions, and then you can just infinite flip. Here I traded a Kaguya for an Ions. Kaguya and Ions are still similar in value to a point where you might be able to find an Ions for your Kaguya. I did this because I know if I wanted to trade back, I can get Kaguya and ads for this Ions, or I could trade for something else since Ions has better demand. But I can keep doing this over and over again until I have a lot of profit and a lot of extra units that I can use as ads. Once you have enough Vanguards, you can trade up to high tier shinies. I prefer trading shinies because I'd rather trade one unit than like 16 Kaguyas like this. But if you like to stay and trade Vanguards because you can trade more people and easier to find trades, you can do that too. It just might take a little longer. And then once you have multiple shiny units like Ions or shiny Kaguyas, you can trade to units like Diavolo, which have a lot of hype and demand, are really easy to flip. The last tip I have is not using the value list exactly, because sometimes it's not as accurate as to what people are actually trading. you might see that a unit has a good demand and high value, but when you go to actually trade it, you'll find that people are not looking for it. The only time I'd actually use the value list if you have zero idea of what you're trading. It's accurate enough to where if you don't know what the value is at all, you can kind of get an idea and a range. But if you already know values a little bit, I wouldn't use it. I would just stick to what you see people trading and what you see like sells really quickly. Those are the most important strategies and tips. If this video gets 5 likes, I'll do another video that's more in depth on more specific characters. If you guys like that video, make sure you like and subscribe. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching.